my channel. I feel like it's been forever since I've put up a video. So much has been going on with the holidays and Thanksgiving and all that kind of jazz. So I'm so excited to be back and film this look for you guys. So as you can tell by the red dress and the glittery eyes and the red lip, today is gonna be my ultimate holiday kind of look. I feel like this is like the classic holiday look for the holidays, or for Christmas or for New Year's. And in this video I'm going to show you two lips, whereas I'm wearing this one right now, and I'm going to show you just a basic nude glossy lip, which I'm actually so obsessed with, but I felt as if the red just goes so much better with like the Christmassy wintry kind of theme. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, but before we get started, I just wanted to let you guys know about a couple products that I tried in the video. This BECCA backlight priming filter is so good. If you guys haven't tried it yet, and since it is the holiday season, and if you guys want a Christmas gift or you guys want to buy somebody this is amazing. I have combination skin, whereas sometimes I'm kind of dry, sometimes I'm kind of oily, it just depends. Right now I'm a little bit on the drier side, especially my forehead, and this has been so nice. And it gives you that like luminous kind of glow without any foundation on. You can totally wear this on its own. It just has like a pearlescent kind of finish. It's not like glittery on your face. It's just so nice. It gives you such a nice glow. I can't express that enough. Then I also tested out, I've tried this once before, but this is my second time in this video trying it, the Anastasia contour stick. I like the formula of the contour stick. I don't know if I ordered this online, so I don't know if I ordered the wrong shade. I just feel like this looks so gray, and I know they say like the grayer the tone, the more of like the shadow, and I feel like my makeup turned out nice today. I just feel like it's so gray that it kind of like freaks me out. I don't know if that makes any kind of sense. I definitely want to go to the store and like check out the other color of the contour sticks. But I'm going to keep playing with this one. I bought it mainly for clients, but I don't know if I swatched this already before. As you can see, like on my skin, it's like bam, gray. So that's the only thing that's like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it to you guys. Like, I like it, but then like I don't like it. I'm just not crazy about it. I'd have to check out the other colors and just see like if it's like the theme of the contour sticks, like more of like gray tones, which I don't like orange tones to contour with. I kind of like a neutral in between, but I feel like that's just so gray. I don't know. You guys tell me if you guys have the same problems. Also, I picked up these Dose of Colors Ideal Duos, which is like a loose pigment and a primer. Today in this video I did use the color Disco, but I also picked up the colors, I wanted to show you guys because I'm so obsessed with these, it's not even funny. What I did notice though is that my shadow started to crease. I think it is right now. Yeah, I don't know if like I used too much primer today, but it's definitely creasing, and you can see like a little bit of patchiness in the shadow. So I don't know if I used too much or too much pigment. I gotta keep playing around with it, but so far like I love these. I love the concept of it with like the primer and the pigment underneath. I love the colors of it. The pigment is like so intense, it's like in your face, it's crazy. So I definitely love this. I just have to play around with like how you're supposed to use it. Maybe I just used too much primer today, but I picked up the colors Sticks and Stones, Shell, and Disco. Disco is what I have on my eyes today, which is like a really like silvery, frosty white kind of color. Shell is probably like my favorite, which is I'm probably gonna end up using this more. It's like a pinky, bronzy, like pearlescent kind of look, like really soft pink. My husband hates the way I say pink. And I don't go in to the loose pigment. I use whatever's on the lid because I don't want to make it like so crazy and messy. So that's a good little trick if you guys want to try that. Get up a little bit more. These are like so pretty, it's not even funny. So the pigment is underneath, and then you pop open, let me twist this. You pop open this lid right here, and there is the primer, which is kind of like a paint pot kind of thing. So here is Shell. I don't know, my camera's not focusing, but that's like Shell right there. Kind of sucks that it's not focusing. Hello. Then I'm going to show you Sticks and Stones. Sticks and Stones is kind of like a coppery brown kind of color. I'm sure you guys are going to see me using them in some tutorials coming up, because I am like so obsessed with it. It's like more like a maroony. Like, I don't know if you're supposed to like rub it on. or if you're supposed to like dab it on. I don't know, guys. If you guys have used these before, let me know like the exact way to use it, because I used it today and it's creasing a little bit. So right there is Sticks and Stones. I don't know if my camera's focusing. And then right here is Shell. But yeah, I'm like so obsessed with these. I'm really excited to keep playing with them. I love the way this holiday look came out. It's so festive, it's so glittery, it's so girly and flirty. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you aren't subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that little button down below. I thank you for watching this video, even if you don't subscribe. But other than that, let's just jump right into the video. Bye guys! Hey guys, I am super excited to show you guys how I came up with this look and how I created it. So to get started, we're going to take our MAC Soft Ochre paint pot per usual and go ahead and prime our eyelids. Then jumping into the Kathleen Lights and Morphe palette, I'm going to take this white bone color shade right here and just go ahead and set everything that we just laid down on our eyes. So then jumping in to that Kathleen Lights palette, once again, we're going to take a Sigma E40 in this mustard shade right here and use this as our first transition color, just buffing it back and forth into the crease. As you guys know, per usual, the same old drill. Once we have finished buffing everything out and as our first transition color, so we don't have any harsh lines, we're going to go back into the palette and take this brown, soft brown, like terracotta brown right here, and just go ahead and work that onto the outer part of our lid and then into the crease once again. Basically, we're just starting to lay down the foundation of this eye look, just making sure everything blends together very seamlessly. So as you can tell, I am buffing it onto the lid in circular motions, and then whatever is left over, I am taking that into the crease. Okay, now that we have done, we're going to jump into the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. I am so obsessed with this palette right here. I'm going to take this red-brown shade from the palette and begin to pack that onto our outer part of our lid, and then blending it out in circular motions, which also blends it into our lower crease. So as you can tell, I'm being kind of messy here and kind of sloppy because it really doesn't matter too much. You just want all these colors to blend in very seamlessly so you don't have any harsh lines. So I'm just going to keep dipping it into the palette and keep picking up more product slowly. You don't want to go in so harshly because then it's going to be really difficult to blend everything out, which is why I am going in very slowly and softly with the colors. So just packing it onto the lid and then blending it into the crease. As you can tell, it gives it a really soft, smoky, kind of warm kind of look. So we're basically going to be here for a while, just building up the intensity of that red shade until I get the exact kind of color and dimension that I want. So we're just going to continue to pack and then just blend it out. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch brushes back to that Sigma E40 and just buff everything together just to make sure we don't have any harsh lines and everything seems very seamless. Then jumping back into that Juvia's Place palette, we're going to take this chocolatey dark kind of brown right here. I would tell you the names, but honestly I get so confused. In here I am taking a Sigma E25 and I'm just packing this really intensely on the outer part of my lid. Just packing it and then blending it into the lower crease. Not all the way across, just about halfway in. Just really building that outer corner and just building up the dimension and deepening up the look. And now that I've gotten it pretty much as deep as I'm going to get it for right now, I'm going to go back into that Morphe M433 and just buff all the colors in together to make sure we don't have any harsh lines. Once we have finished with that, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this Dose of Colors Ideal Duo in the color Disco, which just is such a pretty frosty silver kind of white shade, perfect for the holidays. So here first I'm going to go in with the pigment that's in the top lid, and with the flat shader brush, synthetic brush, go ahead and start packing it onto the lid. This is a super soft kind of primer. It's not very like a tacky, sticky kind of primer like a paint pot. It's really soft and really blendable. I'm not sure if I put too much or too little. Later on in the tutorial you might be able to notice that it ended up creasing on me a little bit. So this was my first time using it, so I need to play with it a little bit more, but so far I love the color, I love the concept, and I love the formula. I just need to play with it a little bit more. So now that we have laid down the primer, I am going in with the loose pigment that's on the bottom part of the pot and just going in with dabbing motions and packing it on top of that primer. As you can tell, it's very frosty and very silvery. I just love it. It's like a loose glitter, but it's not a glitter, it's a pigment, but it has so much glitter in it that it kind of makes you feel like that. I don't know if that makes any kind of sense, but I seriously love this color, guys, and I don't like silver and I don't like white, but this was so pretty. So So as you can tell, we're only going to take this a little bit past halfway. We're not going to go over that outer corner. Here I'm going to take the Modern Renaissance Red Ochre with that Sigma E25 and just go ahead and blend that outer corner and that silver pigment in together so it seems like an ombre effect and not so harsh with the line in between and still like distinguished, if that makes any kind of sense. So you want to bring that color a little bit over the silver so you can have that ombre effect. Then now going in with Cypress Umber, we're going to pack that over the outer part of the lid and then go ahead with this tapered blending brush and just blend it out just to deepen up that outer corner just a little bit more, and just blend everything in together so it gives you that ombre effect on the lid and everything seems very blended out and no harsh lines. Then we're going to switch back to the brushes that we were using before, that Morphe M433 with no additional product, and just go ahead and blend everything out a little bit more, and then back with that Sigma E40. I'm just a blending queen, guys. It's not even funny. So then back to the other eye, and we're going to do the exact same thing that we just did with the primer and the loose pigment. You can see here the colors look so much better on this eye than the other eye. I don't know if it was just lighting or what, but I love the way that this look turned out. So then once we are done blending everything out, we're going to go ahead and give ourselves a wing liner. Here I'm going in with NYC's liquid liner. This is my all-time favorite underneath Maybelline's gel liner. I don't know what it is about the drugstore, guys, but I feel like the drugstore has such good eyeliners. I don't know. I feel the same way with mascara too. Maybe I'm just against spending like $25 on a mascara and an eyeliner. I don't know. I have Kat Von D's tattoo liner, but I feel like it just doesn't compare to this one. So once we are done lining our eyes, I'm going to move on to brows before I apply lashes. So I've seen a couple people mention that they want me to do a brow tutorial. I have one on my channel. I'll list it down below, but here is going to be a quick little one. So my favorite brow pencil is L'Oreal's Brow Stylist. This is literally so equivalent to Anastasia's brow pencil, and you can get it at the drugstore for like $8 or like $10. So what I do is I outline, I brush all my hairs up, and then I outline the bottom of my brow, then I brush all my hairs down and I outline the top of my brow. I just follow my natural hairline, and then once I am done outlining, I just go ahead and give myself brush like strokes with Anastasia's brow powder, and I fill in my brows with that. I comb them and then I set them with some brow gel, and that is that. And the major key to brows is once you are done, going ahead and cleaning them up underneath with some concealer. And that is that. That's my quick little brow tutorial. Once we are done cleaning up our brows with some concealer, I'm going to jump back into that palette and take this highlight shade right here and just go ahead and hit the high points of my brows with the shimmery color. So now moving on to face, I'm going to prime my face using this BECCA Backlight Priming Filter, and then going in with this Forever HD stick, I'm only going to hit the highlighted points of my face, so my forehead, my cheeks, and my chin. I'm going to go ahead and blend that out because it is too light for me, so I just use this to kind of highlight my face. And here I'm using a Sigma Kabuki brush, face brush. I feel like this is best when blending out stick foundations. So once I am done blending everything out, I'm going to go in with this darker foundation from EX1 Cosmetics, and I think the shade is F400. This is honestly my favorite foundation company. Seriously, they have the best foundation in my opinion. It gives you like a natural glow, but without a matte finish and without a dewy finish. It's like a hybrid between both. So this is a little bit too dark for me, which is why I did the Makeup Forever stick. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the outer perimeter of my face. And then now going in with Anastasia's contour stick in the color Fawn, which is super gray, and at first I was kind of sketched out by it, but I used it again this weekend and I actually really like the shadow that it leaves you on your face. It doesn't leave a gray cast on your face, but it does give you that kind of shadow. So I don't know how she did it, but I really did end up liking it after this video. So because this is such a gray undertone and neutral undertone, you don't want to drag it too far into your face where you're really going to bronze up the face. You want to keep it a little bit back to where your face gives you that natural kind of shadow. I don't know if that makes any kind of sense. I hope I'm explaining it good. So here I did it on my forehead, and then I only dragged it about halfway down my cheek just kind of keeping it back a little bit. I probably could have kept it back a little bit more, but I did for sure love this for a nose contour. I don't know what it was, but it just ended up looking so chiseled and such a nice little contour on my nose. I know that sounds so weird, but once we are done blending all this out, I'm going to go ahead with concealer, and I'm going to take this Maybelline Master Conceal, which in my opinion is the best drugstore concealer. And here I am using the shade Medium, and I'm going to do my forehead along the bridge of my nose, my chin, and underneath my eyes, and then blending it out. Once our concealer is blended out completely so we don't have any fine lines showing through and creasing, we're going to go ahead and set everything using Laura Mercier's translucent powder. So I'm going to set my forehead, my nose, my chin, underneath my eyes, and then underneath where we contoured. And then we're going to go ahead and blend all that out using a brush. And then to highlight, I'm going to go ahead and use the Balm's Mary Luminizer, and I know it's kind of weird I'm going in with highlight first, but I feel like this is what makes it look the most natural. And I'm using a Morphe M510, and I'm going to go ahead and place that on the top of my cheekbones, dragging it down a little bit onto the apples of my cheeks, so when I smile you guys can go ahead and see that highlight on my cheeks. So I'm going to go ahead and blend it all out using this Morphe M510, and I think I'm kind of mixing it with BECCA Champagne Pop, but I didn't show you in this video, but I'm pretty sure I did. So once I am done with that, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my chin, my Cupid's bow, and the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose. Can you guys notice that nose contour? I don't know if you can, but I definitely can. Then to add some more color to my face, I'm going to go in with this Makeup Forever bronzer. I think this is 25i or 20i. And I'm going to use this big fluffy brush from Morphe and just go ahead and dust that along my cheeks, my forehead, on my neck, underneath my jawline, all that kind of stuff, just to add some color and some bronze to my face. Then for blush, I'm going to jump into Morphe's 9N blush palette, which is my favorite blush palette ever. And I'm going to use this Morphe M530 brush and take these two light, I think I took a light pink and a darker pink, mixed them together, and then adding that to the apples of my cheek and dragging it backwards to my hairline. By the way, I love this brush for blush. I think Amanda Insync said that she uses it and it's her favorite, and I agree. So now going to set our face using Urban Decay's All Nighter setting spray, and then drying our face off with this palette, and then moving on to underneath our eyes. So going into the Modern Renaissance palette, and I am taking this Morphe small definer brush with that chocolate brown called Cypress Umber. I'm going to go ahead and line my lower lash line with this color, and then we're going to go in with this clean blending brush and just blend it out a little bit just to give it a smoky effect. Now with that same blending brush, and we're taking the color Realgar, I don't know what the hell it's called, we're going to go ahead, my eyes always water, and just buff that underneath Cypress Umber and try to blend out that brown mixed with that orange together to give me a warm, smoky kind of effect underneath the eyes. And just blend it out and just smoke everything out. Then lastly, we're going to go back into that KATHLEENLIGHTS palette and take this mustard shade right here, which is my all-time favorite shade, hands down. And I'm going to take a pencil brush and just blend those two colors in together with that mustardy shade. I love this warm under eye. I swear the under eye makes any eye look. So now going in with mascara, we're going to go ahead and coat our lashes and lower lashes, and then moving on to lips. Here I'm going to show you two lip options. You can do this look with a light nude lip. This is SISS from MAC, which is my favorite, like, nudie nude. You know when people say nude but they look pink, but this is like nudie nude is what I like to call it. So I'm going to show you this look with this nude lip topped off with Anastasia's Gilded lip gloss for a sexy glossy kind of lip. So you can totally rock this for like any holiday event or anything, but my favorite way to rock this eye look is definitely with a bold red lip. I love the nude lip, but on to red. Here we're going in with ColourPop's Ultra Satin Lip in the color Lost. I love this red. It's such a like blue red with like maroon kind of undertones or maroon vibes, and also it's ultra satin, so it's not super drying. I love this lip, but I wanted a little bit of like spicy like red, so I'm going to go ahead and top it off using Anastasia's American Doll lip. And then finally the look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this holiday look, and I hope you guys rock this. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit that little button down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.